Hi, it's Joe Mullen from Kayaking the Buzzards Bay Area, aka Captain Gizmo. Thanks, John Taylor, for the nickname. The reason he gave me that nickname is because of all the gear I carry and all the stuff I have on my kayak. So, um, there's a history behind my next piece of equipment that I'm going to put on review. This is a very important piece of safety equipment. If people don't know what this is, it's a personal location beacon. It's good for in the water, it's good for on land, and a lot of people don't think they need to carry this, probably because they don't understand how it works. There's a history behind me carrying this. Uh, my family, my friends, my neighbors all worry about me because a lot of times I go out kayaking in Buzzards Bay alone by myself. I always have a marine radio. I've been around the water all my life. I did underwater recovery for 20 years. I know how to read the water. I know how to handle the water. And I know when I get my ass off the water. But my coworker, my friend, and Coast Guard auxiliary person, Stephanie Cotto, bugged me for a year to get one of these. I finally broke down and got one. I carry it with me all the time. It's always on my life vest, and it's always ready to go. Here's the deal with this. ACR is the name of the company that makes these. You can go online, order it through them directly. You have to register it with the government so they know who you are and who they're looking for. The way this thing works is the antenna is locked. It actually fits around the locator, the beacon. You take this, you turn it up like this. There's two buttons on the side. There's a test button and the operate button. You hit the operate button and it'll send out a 406 megahertz signal, and it gives them some idea, a big idea of where you are. It's still a lot of area to search in. So, that being said, that's the first time it puts out the signal. It doesn't do it continuously. And about, I think, 15 minutes later, it puts out the signal once again, but this time it starts transmitting at 215 megahertz, a signal that just keeps pulsing. I forget what the period of the pulse is, but it'll just keep pulsing out there. And what that does is the Coast Guard and the search teams have a piece of equipment that looks for that signal, the 250 megahertz, 215 megahertz signal, and they can triangulate on that and get their search area down smaller, so it's not going to take all day to try to find you. Now, this is one of the things I hate about this. This doesn't want to stay clipped. It's hard to get it in there and stay in a clipped position. And it makes it a nuisance. But that's the only bad part about this thing I've found. So what it does is they can triangulate on your signal. Now, the other thing it has right here is a GPS transmitter receiver. The problem I find with this is this only works if you're holding it horizontally. If you're out there in the water and you're in deep shit, you're going to have a hard time holding this thing out of the water. That's the other thing. The GPS only works out of the water, and you have to hold it horizontally. However, if you can do that, which is a good feature, if you can actually do that, what it'll do is tell them within 3 meters exactly where you are. So, I mean, that's not a bad deal. I mean, that puts them pretty much on top of you. So if you can use the GPS at all, it's to your benefit. But this thing has a lithium battery in it. The battery life is 5 years. What you do periodically, go outside, flip the antenna up, hit the test button. Make sure you hit the test button. It's the bottom button, the one that says T, and the lights will flash and tell you that it's working. There's a sequence of lights. I got the paperwork around here somewhere. it tells you the sequence of lights that tell you, yeah, it's good, your battery's good, you're good to go. And you just put the antenna back on with great difficulty and put it back on your vest, and you're all set. So the thing will last 5 years, and then you can either send it back, they'll replace the battery, or figure out a new unit or something. But make sure that you register this with the government. It tells you all about it. They give you a link to the government website. You fill it out. It's well worth it. And I carry this thing everywhere I go, no matter where I go when I'm kayaking, no matter whether it's on a lake, river, pond. I had it with me up in Lake Champlain in Vermont. I had it with me out in Casco Bay in Maine. Thought I was going to have to use it in Casco Bay. We wound up in 14-foot swells. And this would have been the go-to because I couldn't manage to run the radio and still kayak in 14-foot swells. So if you want to be safe on the water, if your family wants you to be safe, have your family buy you one. It's well worth the money. It's called Rescue Link Plus. That's the one you want to get. There is a Rescue Link, but get the Plus because it has the GPS. And they can get to you faster. And like I said, boom, if you can hold it out of water with the antenna up, it'll pick up 5 GPS satellites, so it really pinpoints where you are and gives the Coast Guard or the searchers exact location, pretty much a pinpoint location of where you're at in the water. So be safe, get yourself a Rescue Link Plus and wear it, check it out, make sure the battery's good, register it, and keep safe on the water. Thank you.